is Victor. I'm here with a new video, and this time I want to share with you miniatures or units, I would say units that were my favorite in the old times. So we are going to see some metal units, not too much plastic here, and I'm going to share you what are my top 5 favorite units from the old world. And I see that here we have the first unit is on oval basis, but they were really, they are all metal, released during the Warhammer Fantasy, and these are the Jezzail Skavens. Okay, this was one of my favorite units all times in the Skaven, maybe my favorite one. I think they look pretty nice. I like a lot the idea, even when at the beginning they were in 2 bases, and now you can see. So we have here the two generations of Jezzail. Okay, let me put first this one. This is the first generation of Jezzail. This was released in 2. They were in 2 small square bases, and they were 2 guys at the beginning. So they had profile for 2 Skavens. Later on, they were released on this one that they have the shield, the pavets at the front. Okay, and then they were released in one cavalry base. Okay, if you look, I have rebased them, but you can see that they were rebased on top of oval, so the cavalry is almost visible. I just glued the old base on top of this oval base. So I like a lot. I always like this concept. I think they are nice miniatures. This is one of my favorite ones with the hood. I think they are really nice. They were quite strong in the beginning. Then it's a unit that have been strong. But I always like it. So I like a lot the concept of these guys, and I like it a lot when they release it with the pavé later on. So you also can see in these 2 generations, let me compare the 2 rats here. You can see that the old ones were more bulky, bigger. Even the Jezzail was bulkier, okay, thicker, and they still is a little bit more. But the concept was more or less the same. The guy in the front. So if you want to put this, they will go like that. No. You put the pavets in front, and then you put the old guys at the back. Okay. So this is the one of my favorite units in the Skaven. I think they look great. I think this is a very nice unit and have a lot of personality. So this is the number 5. Now we go to number 4. So number 4 are the Pegasus of the Bretonnian army. I think they are really nice miniatures. I really like, and it's going to be the only plastic unit in this video. Okay, so I have the unit of 4. You know, this one was painted quite recently. I always had a unit of 3. They were these 3 guys. You don't have banner, you don't have musician on this unit. You just have, you can have just a paladin, and I will use now this guy as the paladin of the unit. I really like them. I always like it, the Pegasus idea on the Bretonnian. I think they are very nice, and also you have the barding. You can give them their own colors. So let me show you one by one. It's going to be more interesting. So these are miniatures that they're quite detailed. They are plastic. All of them they are plastic. There was an old Pegasus hero on metal and was a pain. Okay, when you go to flayers, really the plastic was the way to go. This one I did a special base for it. So this is why I want to use him as a hero, as the paladin of the unit. I think it's looking very nice, and I really like how it looks like. Okay, so nice miniature. I put here. I use a bit of the realm, the Knights of the Realm, the Falcon, to show him different. But you can see this is the other guy. Okay, this is more in black armor, black, yellow, white. I also like to play with the feathers colors. So let me show like that. Okay, so I think it's this one. I went for pinkish feathers. I think they all combine quite well. So really happy how they look like. I think this is a very nice miniature. It was very interesting when was released for and the only problem is it's a pain to rank with the latest rules, because they have lost the loose formation. So it's a really pain to rank them in square bases. So it's the only thing that it's painful, but overall a very nice unit. My second favorite of the Bretonnian, because there is one you will see in the top 2 that I like it even more. So this is the top 4, and now we go for the top 3. Okay, top 3 are the Branzinos gunners, the Branzinos cannons. This guy is Branzino, the leader of the unit. Has the profile of a captain from the Imperium or from the Empire, so he's a guy of 2 wounds. And yeah, this was a very interesting unit. I like a lot the concept. So this is, as you can see, you can assemble like that. Okay, so it's a horse pulling this small trailer, and then you can hook. There is a hook where you can hook the cannon at the back. So I really like, there are small cannons, they were less powerful than the Empire cannons, but I think them to be more realistic, right? I think they are more keeping the proportions of what the cannons used to be. I really love them. I think they are really characterful unit. And I like a lot, they make some special rules at the beginning that they were able to run away when they were charged. So you were able to, they were jumping onto the cannon and they were running away. Because normally what they do, they go hook, they stop, they shoot, and then the horse keep pulling the cannon away. So I think it's a really characterful unit. I paint the cannons in this type of bronze color to make them look more different. Okay. Of course, the wheels are made of plastic. Here I had to use different wheels because the original wheels were lost in that one. So these are miniatures that are difficult to get. So sometimes you have to do some small refurbishment. But overall, I'm very happy. So this goes, yeah, this have to go with this goes with the wheels that are as well solid for the chariot. Okay, and then you have this guy here, so this is more or less like that. Doesn't matter how you put the dotations. I also like, you can see that the dotation is not always the same, so you have some variation on the guy that goes on the horses. You can see these 2 are the same, but this guy is different. So you had like 2 packs, and this is something that was quite curious. So they were not all clone of each other, and I really enjoy them. So I think it's a really nice unit as well. I like a lot Branzino itself. I think it's a very nice miniature. So this is from the classic miniatures. These were really nice, proportionate. They were looking nice. I think they are all paint jobs. Please taking the care that I paint them a while ago. I paint some later on because my first initial unit was only 1 cannon, and then I decided to expand it to the 3 cannons. So I'm really happy to have this unit in my collection. It's a very iconic one, and I love it. So this is my 3rd unit in the top 5, and now we go for the 2nd in this top. Okay, in the number 2, 2nd position, we find maybe the nicest cavalry ever launched by Games Workshop. Okay, you don't need monsters, you don't need any strange thing. I think this questing knights is showing what is really to be a Bretonnian. So these are the questing knights. They are in a magnetized base. So as you can see, they are carrying all his stuff at the back. I think they are really nice, very detailed. The horse is plastic, but the rest is metal, and this guy is a hero. Okay, so I just put him because he's part of the unit. I put him in the unit. But this is really an awesome unit. I really love. I think it's one of my favorite units in my collection. I think these are one of the best knights ever released by Games Workshop. One of the best, the nicest cavalry units. I really like the detail on the backs, all this stuff that they are wearing. Each guy is unique. They have a lot of personality, and I think, yeah, even though the horse is the generic horse in plastic, the heads, I think because of the knight, it's really making the big difference. I also love the banner. I like a lot the banner, who is with a lot of detail. So let me see if I can remove it from the base. So here you can see the banner alone. I think it's really a nice banner with a lot of detail, all this parchment, and I really like. These are miniatures that you really enjoy painting. I know that they take you a lot of time to paint because you want to do all these freehands, you want to do all these details, but I think overall they are really nice. I also love the musician. So here we have the musician with the this loud, I think it's called. Okay, and then you can see the back is wearing more stuff. The helmet is at the back, the shield. So if they don't have the stuff, if they don't wear the stuff, it's at the back, and you can see that really nicely done. So they have a lot of details. Maybe for me it's one of the nicest miniatures ever released by Games Workshop. I think they still have the level of detail that we see today. Maybe the faces in some cases can be improved, but overall, by far my favorite cavalry unit. And even for me, the Dracos, the Demigryph, all these type of things did not reach the same quality or the same. I don't like as much as I like these questing knights. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about this cavalry unit. And now we go for my top unit, the one that I really love it, and the one that made me collect Dogs of War. And this unit is the Birdman of Katranza. Okay, so this is really a very unique unit. It's one of, I think it never was good in the game, but I always wanted to put them on the table because I think these miniatures are really nice. They are very unique, and when we talk about steampunk or something like that, I think this unit is really there. So this is from the beginning of the 2000s. It was released together with the Dogs of War army book that was never relaunched anymore. And they were guys, so this is the person that is an inventor that have invented this type of flying unit. So this is the first backpack flying unit. Okay, you can see they have, this was very nice, they have the pedals here. They use these pedals to move the mechanism, so it represents that the wings go up and down, and with that they can fly. Of course, they have nothing to do with the real physics we know today, but I think they are very nice unit, very iconic. I used to have only 5, and then by a chance in the life I found 3 very cheap. These are the ones they assembled very low. Why I put them so low? To be able to rank them. Okay, it's very difficult to rank unit different height. If not, it's going to be impossible to rank them. I'm very happy to have this unit. Maybe my favorite unit in one of my favorite units in my collection. I think they are super iconic, and you can see they have all this. It's all metal. Okay, it's fully metal miniatures, and of course my paint job was not the best at the moment of time, but I think they are really interesting. So let me show one of this I painted more recently. Okay, this is painted more recently. You can see I keep more or less the color scheme. I improve a little bit on the feathers, maybe as well on the how to do the textile of the wings. The wood I really like. You can see there the pedals again. So it's really a nice concept. So let me know what do you think of my ranking. Let me know here, you know, the tail. I think these are great miniatures. Of course, they represented they were light armored because they are flying, and they go with the bow. They are bowmen. Okay, so they are flying over the enemies and they just shoot at them from the air. So I think it's a really interesting concept. Of course, they will be very fragile in a real situation. Anything will make them go down. But yeah, as a unit, as a concept, I think it's really original, and I love it. I think it's very Da Vinci in a way, right? Very on this type of crazy inventions that we have in the Renaissance. So that's all for this top 5. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have enjoyed this show. Please let me know what do you think, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.